Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play fake. Winston. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Throwing, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. Down inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Touchdown, Saints! Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Eagles 9.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Demario Davis there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Throwing on 1st down. Strong. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On 1st down, Strong. Otten brings it in over the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw on 2nd down. Strong. A quick throw, but incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Yep. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ready.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On 2nd and 10, Winston finding Taysom Hill complete. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Eagles 7.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before you get to the marker.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down, back to Sanders. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Strong. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Pete Werner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Strong. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Winston now from the 50. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jameis to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Looking to throw. Strong. He's got Smith here. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Sanders. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 12. Now Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
First down, New Orleans.
Winston now. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deontay Hardy as the first half is winding down. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Saints 31, Eagles 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A final shot before break. Strong. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Yeah, we dominate today.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Strong loses it on the hit. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Winston. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On play action, Winston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
At their own 45-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Strong. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
At the 47-yard line.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 45 on second down, Winston. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Looking to throw on second down. Strong. He's got Otten. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Strong. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Taken down by Pete Werner.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints 42-yard line.
To throw on second down. Strong. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, Strong. This is Smith with a grab. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. This one taken in by Otten. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 4th down, Strong. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Saints will have the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him so far.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run it again with Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on 3rd down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love how you motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. 2nd and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should have listened to you, partner.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough Just bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. It's a room to maneuver.
113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the 4th quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Pettis now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. This offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing to start the drive. Strong. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time a sack.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Strong. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. They find some open field here.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Here we go, Shaq.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Winston here to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be